Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Merly on Time. My name is Chris Merles. I unbox and I review budget watches, and this week we're looking at the Sangamon Mother Road Route 66 Spirit watch. This is a Merly on Time first because it is the first time that a micro brand has sent me in a watch to review that I get to keep. And so you saw the paid promotion at the beginning of the video. I do get to keep this watch. I don't have to send it back. And I will be doing a fair and honest review of the watch. There are some things that I think they could have done that would have made this watch a heck of a lot better. It is a fantastic piece. Sangamon as a brand has really impressed me. I've seen other reviews of different watches that they have in their lineup. And in fact, their Omaha Beach watch, which pays tribute to D-Day, June 6, 1944, is a watch that I am going to be adding to my collection soon. It's just an amazing piece as well. And so, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much to those that have subscribed. I'm up to 322 subscribers as of the filming of this, and I'm completely blown away by that. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thanks to all those who take time to comment on the video and let me know what you think of the watch. I also invite you to email me. The email address will be listed right here, merlyontime@gmail.com. Email me anytime with thoughts, questions that you might have about any of the things that I have reviewed. And of course, please comment on the videos and let me know what you think of the watches that are being presented. And in today's case, the Sangamon Mother Road Route 66 watch. So again, those that haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. A good portion of those that have viewed, according to the YouTube analytics, haven't subscribed yet. And so please consider doing so if you enjoy the content. It is much appreciated. Thanks for supporting the channel. So with that, let's take a look at this awesome watch, the Mother Road by Sangamon. I think you're really going to like this one. So we'll begin the review with the customary wristwatch check. And I am, of course, wearing the Sangamon right now. And it is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What I wanted to do before just doing the specifications is just show you again what came in the package. It came with this really cool Route 66 book. Travel companion guide along Route 66. And so if I ever actually make it down there to travel Route 66, I will definitely take this book along and use it. It's just really cool. It has some different highlights of what's along Route 66 stops along the way, so that was awesome. The packaging also came with this envelope that contained the lineup of watches from Sangamon, and I do want to show these to you now because I really do think that they have put together some amazing watches. This is their Lincoln Heritage watch, Lincoln's River Adventures. Just look at the case back on that. Absolutely amazing. This is the first time I have actually seen a micro brand company that has a lineup of ladies' watches. And this is a lineup of ladies' watches that they have. And this is called the Clara Harlow Barton Collection. She was a nurse in the Civil War. Absolutely beautiful ladies' watches. I am getting myself one of these. This is the Omaha Beach watch that was inspired by D-Day, June 6, 1944. You can see the beautiful soldier engraved on the stainless steel case back there. Really, really love this. You can't see the version that I'm getting, the white dial with black strap. Absolutely beautiful watch. Definitely picking up one of those. And then, of course, we have the watches that we are looking at. This is the Mother Road Route 66 collection. And so really impressed with their lineup. So let's take care of the specs of this bad boy. All right, so it's time to take care of the specifications, dimensions, and whatnot of the watch. And so for that, we need to get our favorite friend, Super Callie. Hey, Super Callie, how you doing today? Wow, hello. I'm awesome. How are you? I'm a little silly. This is A big watch, guys. There's no question it is a sizable watch. From the crown to the side, to the 9 o'clock to the crown, 48.2 mil. From the 8 o'clock to the 2 o'clock, you're looking at 40, oh, I gotta get it right here. You're looking at 47 mil. And the lug width on this baby is 52, basically 53 mil. And you have a lug width at the band 22 mil. So 22 millimeter wide band. The construction of the case, the fixed bezel, is all 316L stainless steel. It is colored 316L stainless steel, so it is not a bronze watch. It just looks like a bronze watch, which is fine. I thought it might have been bronze, but no, this is 316L stainless steel. It is got a bit of heft to the head of the watch. It is quite hefty. It has a sapphire crystal covering the dial. It is a bit of a domed sapphire crystal, as you can see. There is supposed to be some anti-reflective coating on the dial, but you can see there isn't much there whatsoever. You can see me. There I am. Hello. You can see my iPhone in the dial as well. So there is supposed to be some anti-reflective coating, but there really isn't much. It does have a push-pull crown with the Sangamon logo on it. It has a beautiful case back. Again, it's all 316L stainless steel with the Main Street of America, Route 66, 1926 to 1985, etched on to the back of that with all of the other specifications on there. You can see on the bottom, this does have 5 atmospheres or 50 meters of water resistance. It is a Seiko NH35 automatic powering the movement. It is a hand wind and hacking movement with a quick date set as well. So you can see the date window there at the 3. Etched on to there as well. So really decent amount of branding on this watch. So now it's time to start the impressions that I have of the watch, the things that I absolutely love about the watch and appreciate about the watch. A couple of bummers, a couple of other things that I thought might have been done differently, but they're subjective things, not really negative things per se. So the first thing I love about the watch is the design of the watch. It definitely has one of the most unique designs of a watch, a microbrand watch, that I have seen. I would say it's probably the most unique designed watch of a microbrand company, at least that I've seen, that is more original, let's say, than anything else. It is taking its design cues, everything from the whole Route 66 traveling, and so you can see on the inside of the dial, it just has a beautiful looking wheel slash hub tire, and you can really picture that there. It even has in behind the propellers. I'll call them propellers, but it's like the wheel hub, rim of a car. Even has like where the lugs would go in the middle there to the outside of the pinion. So it's just an incredibly well thought out, well designed watch. The case back is absolutely amazing. Again, fitting with the motif and design of the watch. The rehaut of the watch has basically it's a speedometer. So as the seconds hand starts coming around the bend there, you can kind of just imagine driving your car in the speedometer going from 20 to 30 miles per hour and up to 40 miles per hour. And so even the rehaut with the white 0 or 10 to 120 mimicking a speedometer on your car or motorcycle or whatever is just really quite well thought out. Very simple branding at the top of the watch, or where the 12 o'clock would be. The Sangamon brand in between the two. I don't want to call them propellers. What would you call them? Spokes. Anyways, you get what I mean. The word spirit there on the other one, and automatic at the bottom, where the bottom of the rehaut is. Just fantastic. The hour markers are all on the fixed bezel. So that's obviously for the timekeeping function of the watch. And so I just absolutely think the design of this watch is fantastic. It really fits in everything with the inspiration that they take from Route 66. Unlike the Whitby Watch Company watch that I reviewed not long ago, it was a dive watch inspired by a military person, a spy called Intrepid. And I'm like, why is this a dive watch? Why isn't it a military watch? At least this one, design-wise, is well thought out. It's just absolutely amazing. Very original. Love it. And let's talk packaging. For a micro-brand company, the packaging that this watch came in is absolutely fantastic. Not only did you get this Route 66 booklet to go with it, you get a Route 66 patch, a Route 66 keychain, you get their lineup of other watches. It does come in a beautiful display box for the watch. Now, this might not be a huge deal to some people. The watch is more important than the packaging, but the presentation to me is absolutely something that I appreciate about Sangamon. All of their watches come with some amazing personal touches. Let's just say that. So it's absolutely, for a micro brand, the packaging is all really second to none for a micro brand. There are other micro brands obviously have great packaging. Zelos has some great packaging. So maybe it isn't second to none, but it's great. I mean, it's fantastic. I also love just the way that they contrasted the hour and minute and second hand. The handset just white so it pops, very, very legible. And then the domed sapphire crystal covering the dial is also a nice finishing touch. And so everything about the design, presentation, packaging of this watch, I mean, is A+. A++++. I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic. There are a few things about this watch that I think were not well executed, perhaps not well thought out, or as best thought out as they could have been. Now, the first thing I will mention is the AR coating. It is advertised as having AR coating, but you can clearly see that this particular one doesn't have AR coating. And I did talk to Brian and asked him, because this is a demo model, is there any changes between the demo model the prototype model and the production unit, and he said that there was not. And so I really think that they might be best advised to take the advertisement of having AR coating completely off of their website, and any of the watches that maybe do a better job of anti-reflection would be considered a bonus instead of advertising it as having AR coating. And so that's a bit of a bummer. Bummer number two, and this is, I think it's somewhat of a big deal. It's just a big watch. It's not going to fit everybody's wrist. You saw the dimensions. I have a 7.5-inch wrist, and it fits nicely on my wrist. Any smaller, and it's just going to be too big, which I think honestly is a real shame, because this is a beautiful watch. But because of how big it is, it's a bummer, because it's not going to, the wearability of the watch, let's just say, isn't going to be for everyone. The case, because of that long lug to lug length, I personally think that these lugs should be angled down just a little bit to make the wearability a little bit better, even at the larger wrist size. This lug here the top lug on my wrist does pop up a little bit off of my wrist, because it is pretty flat. And for the length, I think a bit more angle would have been nice there for sure. The third bummer, no loom. No loom. Now, because of the design and the whole motif around the driving, I think it would have been really neat for them to have some really nice, bright, vibrant loom, even do different colors, blue, green, whatever, to light up the speedometer. Side of the dial. Now in the studio you can see it's pretty legible, but sometimes it's just the dark lettering against the brown color of the 316L stainless steel makes the legibility a little bit difficult. And the other thing about it is the minute hand. When you have, I think it's really neat design wise. It's definitely original and fantastic. You have the speedometer 10 to 120 mile around the dial, but it takes some getting used to when you're looking at your minute hand and it's at the number, for example, 90 there. You're used to reading the time of the watch on the inside of the dial, and on this one you have to basically read it on the outside of the dial. So it is almost 9:30 in the morning when I'm filming this. And so maybe it might have been better to put the hour markers on the inside of the dial and the speedometer type thing on the outside on the fixed bezel. I'm not sure. It just takes some getting used to the minute hand, not tracking along the inside of the dial with minute markers or anything like that. But that's just a small thing, because I think the design, I just love the design. I think it's well thought out. But that's just one little thing that I noticed as I've been wearing it. But overall, I think this is just absolutely a fantastic piece. The price point of this, I believe, is under $300. I think it's a fair price for what they are offering for sure. If I were to rate this watch out of 10, say, I'd give it an 8 easy. And it's definitely convinced me of Sangamon as a brand. And I'm going to be buying their Omaha Beach watch for sure, because I love these watches. I think they're fantastic. They're not perfect. I don't know if any watch is perfect, but that's my take, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think of the watch? What do you think of my impressions? What do you think of the things that I picked up on? Let me know. Would really appreciate your feedback there. And give me a thumbs up if you like the video too. That helps out with all the YouTube analytics and such. So, thanks guys for checking it out. Remember, when you leave your house, you need a great looking piece to wear on your wrist. And this, guys, let me just put it on wrist one more time for you before we close out the video. This watch is an absolutely fantastic looking watch on wrist. I mean, look at that. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. So you need to have a good looking piece to wear on your wrist. And as always, guys, wherever you're going, make sure you get there on time. Say bye, Super Cali.
Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you the next time. Check out the other video over here and subscribe.
Never mind. Okay, check out that video. Subscribe right there. And we'll see you next time on Merly on Time. Thanks, guys.